and it's I'll try so hard to be happy.
Lil Mosey was once at the top of the rap game and was supposed to be the industry's next big thing, but today he's nowhere to be seen. You might think you know his story, but just last week a trial began that could lead Mosey to being sentenced to life in prison, and this is just one of 3 reasons why Lil Mosey's career has died. And the first is that he blew up pretty much instantly. See, while most rappers grind for years before seeing any sort of success, the first song Mosey would upload to SoundCloud titled So Bad would get 50,000 streams in just a few days and would go viral everywhere for its catchy hook.
You so bad, yeah, and baby, I want you so bad.
He would then go on to drop his first officially released single titled Pull Up, which would get over 20 million views on YouTube in its first year, solidifying him in the industry, but there was one problem.
I'm 15, but like, I'm mature for my age.
Mosey was only 15, but what could go wrong when you mix a teenager and millions of fans? Well, for now, nothing, and it actually brought him a lot of success because Mosey would then go on to drop the song Notice, which would receive a lyrical Lemonade music video that would get over 300 million views. At the time, he was on top of the world, and this takes us to the second reason why Mosey is where he is today, and that's what he was rapping about. Like pretty much every other rapper, Mosey talks about getting money, living lavish, and doing drugs. But a couple years ago, he was widely memed on the internet for admitting to capping about most of this in a Genius interview.
Oh, pot up beam in my rolling. Yeah, I don't do drugs no more. I don't even be smoking.
While this did hurt him, over the next 2 years, he was still on top of the world, dropping bangers like Blueberry Faygo, peaking at number 8 on the Billboard's Hot 100. But one day in 2020, his life would change forever when this video came out of Mosey and his friend being arrested on the side of a road. Mosey was being charged with rape after a whole situation with a passed out girl at a party and was facing life in prison. The situation's been going on for over 3 years, but his trial just officially started last week and things really aren't looking too good for him. The judge just ruled that an argument of prior consent was not solid reasoning as the girl was under the influence, and he explained on Instagram Live how this not only affected him but also his music.
To be falsely accused of a situation like that, how could you be happy?
Mosey explained how the music he makes was about what's happening to him in his personal life, and since he was going through depression, the music he was making really wasn't what his fans wanted to hear.
The type of music I drop is the music I'm making right now. The music I'm making right now is not what y'all be asking me.
What doesn't look too good for Mosey though is the fact that he actually failed to appear to one of his court hearings and is now seen as a flight risk. Just last week, the judge did grant him access to travel outside of the country for business trips to go to shows that he had already been confirmed in places like Canada and Portugal, but this could be revoked at any time, so Mosey's touring money could stop coming in completely. Finally, because of this, Mosey's label has been trying to distance themselves from him while also trying to cover up all posts that shed a negative light on him, deleting pictures from his Instagram accounts that show him doing drugs. If Lil Mosey's found guilty, his career is over. He would never really be able to make music again, and pretty much all his fans would stop supporting him. His trial is currently deep underway, and pictures like these just released to the public last week, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what comes from it. But if you think that Lil Mosey's music low-key still slaps,